Today on Uncommon Good MTG, it's the top 5 win rate decks of October 2025. Today's the day when we take a look at those decks that are doing best in the standard best of one deck list based upon Untapped GG. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, the Chief Executive Assistant to the Viceroy of Darkness, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you the top 5 win rate decks of October 2025. Top 5 win rate decks day. Top 5 win rate decks day. Yeah, so today's the day when we go over to Untapped GG. We pull up the list of the last 7 days and filter down to take a look at those decks that are doing the best in standard best of one per the data aggregator, which is known as Untapped GG. Yep. And yeah, so we do it in the middle of every month, and we try to pay attention. I can tell you, taking a look at the list, it's pretty much the same as it was last year. Last month, one of the decks fell off, another one jumped up into its place. Things kind of moved around a little bit, but for the most part, things are relatively solid, which is kind of weird because you think with getting like through the Omenpaths out that the meta would shake up a little bit. I gotta tell you, through the Omenpaths, in my opinion, has been the most like celebrated set I've ever seen. Like, none of the cards are really making it into play at all. Nobody's playing with it. It's kind of very strange. Edge of Eternities is still pretty hot, and we're still seeing a lot of play from that. So I tend to think of it as just the Omenpaths is just some weird thing that we see every once in a while. But yeah, Edge of Eternities is still the hot set that everybody was really liking at the moment. All right, so let's get down to it. Let's do the countdown, and here we go with number 5. All right, playing against MShaffy. Interesting. All right, we can play everything for the 2 mana we got. I almost want to keep a Lightning Strike around in case we have to go up against Life Gain again. I mean, I could put out the Screaming Nemesis and then just, shoot it. Oh, I gotta shoot that guy. Suck it. All right, we're tied up, 19-19. All right, that guy's got to suck it now. Suck it. And we got up to 2. We got our Super Saiyan up the Githu Lava Runner. And he gets killed. Alright, Screaming Nemesis. Oh, what a jerk. I'm keeping the burst lightning around just in case. Oh, what a jerk. This guy's trying to play. How are you playing control? Boros control? Is that really the deal here? We got haste, right? I got him down to 7. I can get 4 out of this if I get 1 more mana. Come on, and we win! Victory! All right, so here we are with number 5 this month. It's Mono Red Aggro, and I gotta say, I had a hard time recording this deck because I kept winning too quickly. That was the problem. I was winning way too quick. If I had to go grind through the ladder, I'd probably pick a deck like this. I mean, it's just so easy to play, and you could just burn your way all the way to Mythic if you want to. It's made up of a bunch of cheap guys. Let's take a quick look. I mean, there's Mythic, Rare. I mean, it's not that many. It's not that many cards that you'd have to even craft with. Everything else is like uncommon and common. This deck is just so cheap and so easy to play and just wins so quickly. I'm always surprised that mono red aggro's at number 5 consistently, because it seems to me like this deck should be number 1. It never is, but yet here we are. But anyways, it's a terribly excellent deck. People don't like it because it's too good. It's number 5 for this month, mono red aggro. All right, playing against Dark Magician. Well, one word. Keep. All right, 1, nothing to grab, so we'll let it go. We got a lot of these quest callers, don't we? Yoing, 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 yoing. Sure, that's cool. And here we go. All right, so this guy, what? I'm gonna say, is he planning on gaining life? You think he'd have to if he's playing those guys. There you go. He wants his guy back. Let's snake the snack roll there. Two straight up. Steal his dude. Put out another Phineas. And... sure, okay. Alright, do we got this guy held together? Nope, he's just going after my guy. He wants his guys back so badly. One. 2. Another land. I don't need it. I don't need it. Let's see if we get something better than that. Hop. All right, let's be awesome. Let's be awesome, everyone. We're going to minter up. Nope, don't need it. I'm going to go ahead and paw patch, so that way we can get some action here. Oh, they're trying to feed us mana like crazy, aren't they? Well, it's like a billion mana in a row. Man, that scry stuff is working out well for us, isn't it? All right, block away, hippie. All right, down to 9. No. Yes. We had to dig through like 5 mana to get down to that guy, didn't we? Hope he doesn't have the combo going yet. This is the same thing. Gain a life, opponent loses life, gain life. So it's the same thing. That's not going to help us out. We got to nip that other guy in the bud. So let's just do that. Let's just grab this guy. Smack that guy. And here we go. Winner, winner, victory dinner. And here we are with number 4 for October. It's Selesnya Rabbits. Selesnya Rabbits. You know, what's funny is that pretty much as soon as Selesnya, which was this, the Bloom came out, Selesnya Rabbits came out, and it's been strong ever since then. I mean, it looks like we've added a few things to it, like Seam Rip from Edge of Eternities, Shelter by Ghosts from Duskmourn, and this guy from the race one. I don't remember what that one was called anymore. That race one was really oddly themed. I mean, I guess this one lets you go look for what? With mana value of 1 or less with creatures or enchantment cards. Seam Rips or these guys. I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know why this guy's in here. For some reason, it seems like an okay card. It's not a rabbit. So if they're going to call it Selesnya Rabbits, let's play something a little more tribal than that. I got to tell you, I had a hard time winning with this deck. Why did I have a hard time? Because it's not whether the deck is good, it's whether it's good for you. And I can tell you, I need a little bit more creature control in decks like this. It has 2 Seam Rips and 2 Shelter by Ghosts, which is a total of 4. I got to have like at least, I'm going to say 12 is my number, but 10 to make it worthwhile. This deck, other people get stuff out and then you can't do anything. I mean, you're really counting on getting your guys out early, pumping them up, raging in a Moneyball kind of way. But you just have 0 control. I mean, you have like 1% control over your opponent. That's not enough. But this deck is number 4 this month. And I know when you fight against Selesnya Rabbits, you got to be very careful what you're doing. You got to come at them in a control-y kind of way because it will get wildly out of control. People didn't seem to have any problem taking it down when I was playing it, so it might just be me. But yeah, this deck is number 4 for October. If you decide to play it, I'm sure you'll have a good time. Once again, number 4 for October, it is Selesnya Rabbits. I'm playing against Archdukechocula. Well, I can see that. That's a good name. No red, but we don't really need it. Let's just keep it. We can do a double drop at that. That's cool. What do we got for 1? Chocobo. Let's turn off his beastie. Hubert, you look like you need to be fed. There you go, my friend. All right, nothing else we can do for 1, so we put this guy out. Throw down a Abyssal Bill, as one does, and come on in for the attack. What else is he playing? Is he playing Demir? Or is he just really playing blue? That's any color he wants, potentially. All right, so we're seeing a little Simic action so far. All right, we got to put out 3rd. And pump. That's Mossborn Hydrate. He's got to start taking action against me. That's his deal. I wish I had another mana open right now. I took a lot of risk there. Putting out the Hydra before I had any coverage for it. This guy seems like he's acting slow. Oh, he's going for a Reanimator deck. He thinks next turn is going to be the way it goes. All right, Traveling Chocobo. Drop our land. Keep the pump going. Pop it again. And we win! And we win! Victory! Alright, so we are with Gruul Landfall, number 3 for October. Yeah, I mean, Gruul Landfall is fantastic. I mean, I love a good green deck, and this one is... Green Landfall is so good. It just the theme of it, like the idea you put down lands and your dudes just react to it. We got multiplication, and you're like crazy. Just going nuts on triggering multiple effects with the Traveling Chocobo there. It affects both the things that like Bristly Bill does, as well as then how the Mossborn Hydra works and the landfalls on it. It just goes nuts. And, you know, you can just play this thing as mono green version of it. But yeah, putting in the World Souls Rage is so incredibly good, which makes this thing green, because that's the only red card in there is World Souls Rage. But why is it so good? Is because it deals X damage to any target, right? And you have a ton of mana with this deck, so you're going to have the ability to do it. Plus, you're going to take X lands from your hand and or graveyard and put them into the battlefield tapped, which is then going to cause the landfall to trigger like nuts, which means these guys are going to be so huge. Between Tifa Khalifa and the Mossborn Hydra. Yeah, Bristly Bill passing stuff out. Is this guy Trampler? No. Because, yeah, Tifa is a Trampler, even though Mossborn Hydra is. Yeah, they're all just super nuts. Super nuts. Yeah, the only thing that's bad about this deck is that if you play against it, kill Bristly Bill, kill Chocobo, kill... Problem is you got to kill everything, because every guy in here is awesome. Even Llanowar Elf, he mana ramps you in early. This deck is just full of nothing but awesome, and you gotta beat it, or you just gotta kill everything constantly. So a good control deck would pretty much be the only thing that could take this thing down. All right, so there you go. Gruul Landfall, number 3 for October. All right, playing against Jared. All right, cool. We need that 3rd mana, though. Oh, there it is. Clay Power Bricks will do it. Let's turn off the Beastie. Thing is, we need this in our library so we can go get it. I'm not sure if we'll have we can use these. I guess I need another one of those so that we can get the red mana going. White. All right, so this guy just gets exile stuff. Hopefully he doesn't have a counter spell on him. That would be difficult for us to deal with. Yikes. I can steal all of his guys. Let me just see if I can do this. I think I can survive a turn. Yeah, the Pinnacle Star Cage looking really good. See, because the Hydra's going to blossom, but I think we could survive a turn. If we can't do more than that, maybe we can wait another turn. I'll snag it. Yoing, 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 yoing. I can make robots with that thing. That guy's not... He's a 3. Oh, that sucks. Well, at least I can beat him this way. I get my guy even stronger, maybe. Yeah, no blocks. Here we go. Uh-huh. All right, well, he's tapped. All right, here comes his protection. This is where we lose the game. The other synthesizer. If we have any hope, we're just going to have to play defense, I guess. None of this is going to help us out. No attacks. Defense. Hopefully he doesn't have flying. There's 8. Alright, cool. Now is he going to attack? No, he's not. And we win! Suck it, sucker fish! Suck it! Alright, dropping down from the #1 spot last month, we're in #2 for Jeskai Artifacts. And, regular Azorius Artifacts, which is pretty much just doing this white stuff with all of the, the exiling and Simulacrum Synthesizer, as well as Repurposing Bay, is a great deck. But giving it haste with the Fire Crystal makes it so incredible. Yes, this is the second deck of the top 5s where we've added splashed red. I keep trying to say fire. Splash red, just so that we can get a single card in to make up for the weakness of the deck otherwise. The deck works great. I mean, it's slow, but it's just so incredibly powerful. because of the synthesizer. And you get so many of those things out there, at which point then you just start putting out these dudes that just get so incredibly beefy. The sucky part is they don't have trample. They don't have trample, but give them haste, and it's usually more than your opponent can handle. Pinnacle Starcage, I'm so torn about this. I mean, I like the fact that if you steal your guys and you can pay 8 and you get a bunch of robots out of the deal. Thing is, they're all 0 mana creatures, so therefore it doesn't do anything with the synthesizer. But it's still halfway cool. Anyways, this deck has long been in the number 1, number 2 slots. It's still right in the top of the meta right now. It's a fun deck to play. It gives you a little bit of time to actually play the game. It's not fast like an aggro deck. But still, it's a fun deck, and it gives you a good feeling for playing something, I don't know, Jeskai like. It has that strong feel to it. All right, so here you go for October, number 2, Jeskai Artifacts. All right, played against Beninato. All right, smoke. No, Chocobo. Quiet it up. And I don't really care. Next. For being an aggro deck, we're certainly coming out this super slow. All right, great. Come on. Screaming Nemesis. You're not going to counter it with 1. The deal is, do I go after the Stone Chaser's talent with Shelter by Ghost? That's the question. I believe it allows him, what, to play instants from his graveyard or something? Seems like I might need to clear the board a little bit more. That guy's kind of a jerk. Yeah, I might have to shelter him. And smoke it. All right, we're looking good. We're at 20. Boros Charm. I don't have the ability to activate it at all. Hopefully he doesn't just kill off the Emberheart Challenger. That would be bad. All right, good. He's still just trying to lay out his prowess then. He's got double prowess there. Yeah, cool. Have a good time. You're trying to go all aggro, and unfortunately, you're behind the wheel. You're behind the curve here, baby cakes. All right, Screaming Nemesis. And let's take it in. Shot to the face. Up, and boom, 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 goes the room. Victory! All right, so here we are with number 1 for October. It's Boros Burn. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much mono red aggro, just spurced in with some white to give you a little bit more control, a little life gain. And usually that does very well. Tonight I had a hard time with it. I kind of felt like the white sort of slowed me down. When I was playing mono red aggro, I was just killing people left and right. You know, it doesn't seem like magic cards. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it matters. How do I say this? It's like the deck matters. It's like sometimes the odds are against you or they're for you, and your deck doesn't matter because this deck should have been so incredible. Yet I had a really hard time with it tonight. I don't know. But I mean, it usually when I play a deck like this, Boros Burn, the extra white does a much better job than it does when you just play a solid mono red deck. Yeah, Shelter by Ghost goes such a long ways. Lightning Helix is so incredible by gaining your life. And Boros Charm is incredibly cheap and does 4 points of damage to like a player. Yeah, or you can do double strike and stuff when you have prowess going on. All that stuff is really, really strong. Yeah, tonight, for some reason, I think the people, I was playing mirror matches at times. I was playing against and I was going second when I was playing against aggro decks. All those things are nearly impossible to overcome. But anyways, as you can see, it's an incredible deck. It's one of those you want to grind with. It is really good, and it probably deserves to be number one. So there you go for October. Number one, it's Boros Burn. All right, so we are with the top 5 decks by win rate for October 2025. And yeah, they were good. It's not too much of a shakeup from last month. I mean, we did get, who did we lose from last month? We lost Mono White Light Gain. That dropped down the list somewhere below 5. But we got, let's see, number 1, Boros Burn, up 2 from last. Jeskai Artifacts, which was number 1 last, now it's number 2. Gruul Landfall has moved up 1. Selesnya Rabbits made its way back up to the number 5 again, out of, from in the low 10s, I would imagine. And Mono Red Aggro at number 5, where it always is from week to week. I don't know why there's always a Mono Red Aggro sitting right there. I remember one time Mono Red, I think, made it to number 1. It just seemed like a weird blip, and it just drove back down to number 5 again. Just it sits strong, Mono Red Aggro. I love it. That's my favorite deck, but still, I know a lot of people don't. Everybody's got the decks that they hate. Is there one in here I hate? You know, one I hate Omniscience. I'm so glad I don't have to try to play it. I used to just skip it when it was in the top 5 and just play number 6 deck instead. Reason why I can never figure out how to play that stupid deck at all. But anyways, there's your top 5. They're a good deck. As you can see, it's a lot of aggro still between the Boros Burn and the Mono Red Aggro. Landfall is also super fast if you get it in the right order. It really depends on its curve. Jeskai Artifacts is a nice mid-rangey kind of deck that kind of grows into its own. And Selesnya Rabbits is on the faster side of mid-range, but it's still a little too slow and a little less control-y than it needs to be, in my opinion. But, it's done traditionally well. It's usually in the top 10. In this case, it's number 4. You got to hand it to Selesnya Rabbits. I like a good tribal, and Selesnya Rabbits has that in spades. All right, so there you go. There's your top 5. If you decide to play with any of these decks, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.